I'm an English examiner, and I can tell you that if you want to get a high grade in your English essay, the easiest way is if you can show serious detail. Now what this means is knowing a couple of killer quotations for each character and being able to explain all the layers of information. This often means turning it from one big quote into little bits, and then you can say more about it. So for example, this is a comment from Mr. Burling at the beginning of An Inspector Calls, when he's being all arrogant. He says, "I speak as a hard-headed businessman who has to take risks and who knows what he's about." Now, if we look at the layers of information there, we can see that he defines himself as a businessman, first and foremost. We can see that the word hard-headed makes us think of a lack of empathy. He certainly acts very confident with the word knows. And the pronouns show his arrogance. He's using the third person, and he begins with the word I. So if we explain all that out, we end up with a very detailed paragraph. It'd be something like this. Mr. Burling's main priority is business. It is how he defines himself. But the word hard-headed suggests that businessmen are not compassionate. The pronouns show Burling's arrogance, as he begins with the word I before referring to himself in the third person. His, another capitalist, belief that he knows makes it impossible for him to change. And I reckon that ends up as a very detailed paragraph, and all I did was, I looked at the layers of information and I explained them out. You can do just the same thing, and then you get a high grade.